So, I mean, I'm torn whether I ever want to talk about Chris Cuomo, but this is too good. It's just too good not to go there. So he got booted from CNN after crossing several ethical lines in defense of his embattled brother, Andrew Cuomo, who was the governor of New York, until he got ousted over sexual harassment. And we found out after the fact that Chris Cuomo was doing all sorts of things to help him that he had denied to his employer and to the public that he was doing. So he got ousted too. And now the Daily Beast, Lachlan Cartwright over there, gets this scoop. Okay. So in his downtime, he's not working at the moment. He applied to be a firefighter in East Hampton, which is, the shishi town out in the Hamptons. It's a volunteer firehouse. But then he thought the better of it when he discovered the time commitment that it required. He found out it's really hard to be a firefighter, and he withdrew his application after learning more from multiple fire chiefs. The East Hampton Fire Department chief, Dwayne Forrester, told the Daily Beast that the volunteer commitment includes monthly meetings and drill exercises, and each volunteer is required to answer a certain threshold of emergency calls. Forrester told the Daily Beast, quote, "That's why we don't have many celebrities."
Great quote.
So this guy goes out there thinking he's going to make himself look good because everything with him is how do I make myself look good? And he couldn't even manage to accept the training obligations because though he's unemployed, it was too much of a time commitment.
I actually think he's pretty well qualified for this. He's got a lot of experience putting out fires for his brother.
Well, and don't forget Jeff Zucker at CNN.
Right.
He's doing a lot of work on that, too. It's a natural transition in many ways.
Well, he's also got some experience on the other side as an arsonist, trying to burn down CNN from the outside now. So I think he's immensely qualified for the position.
Yeah, it's like backdraft. You have to know the fire.
That's right.
Yeah. You have to know the fire. It's to see it, look at the face. And then he found out you actually had to help people. And he was like, shit, I got nothing on that.
Yeah, forget that. It's just so classic, right? And it's like, it's kind of an insult to real firefighters to think like, I can just phone this one in. Maybe I could get in the calendar. Maybe the chicks will swoon. It's like, you know what? You actually have to risk your life. It actually takes a ton of training. It takes a certain mental toughness that he definitely does not have. And as soon as they showed him the list, he was like, oh, forget about it. Hell no. And probably wasn't thinking it would come out. But God bless these actual firefighters who appear to have leaked it.
If you can't make the cut in the Hamptons, I'm just saying, nothing against the Hamptons, but if you can't make the cut there, my guess is that's pretty much the end of the run, right?
Yeah.
Right.
Yes. Now, I'll take you guys back to a kinder, gentler version of Chris Cuomo. When he was at CNN, his BFF was Don Lemon. And their sick little love fests on air there were just absolutely nauseating to the audience, judging from the numbers. And now, in his latest filing against CNN, because he's still suing them for tens of millions of dollars, saying he was wrongly terminated, he's completely thrown his old buddy under the bus. The love fest is no more because he's pointing to Don Lemon as an example of somebody who's absolutely awful when it comes to journalistic ethics, who never got touched by CNN management. They didn't punish him. So just to walk you down memory lane, here's the two of them in kinder, gentler, more loving times.
See you tomorrow night.
Did you just... You are so weird. Whatever, but it's weird because you know me. I mean, and you're worse than me. You're a bigger hugger and kisser than I am, right?
It's true.
It is true. Sometimes I'm like, Chris, stop.
When were we ever greater than we are today?
Boy,
more free, more inclusive.
Glenn Miller plays
songs that made the hit parade. Guys like us,
Oh.
we had it made.
I have a card for you.
Oh,
And there you go.
it's beautiful.
I knew you would
Oh my
think it was
God.
beautiful because you're surrounded.
One of the things I love most about what people take from our friendship, I mean, we're friends anyway. If it didn't work on TV, we'd still be friends off it. Gee, our old LaSalle ran great.
That's exactly what this is. Those were the days.
Oh my God. There are people who
threw up
willingly
in my
watch
mouth.
this. Well, not many.
Not many.
No.
I'm actually sort of speechless. I don't know what to say.
I'm so grossed.
I mean,
I'm grossed out by what we just saw.
It's just proof that, how just what a bunch of phonies they are.
Just vacant human beings.
I think Cuomo also kind of thinks himself a tough guy, but then he's, tries to sign up to be a firefighter and suddenly it's too much.
I mean, that's the thing is, who would have thought someone like that doesn't have actual skills that can be used outside of
I can't believe you guys are like talking like we didn't just witness what we just saw. Like, don't you need a moment to recover? I'm not ready to go on.
Yeah. Honestly, I'm still working on it, Megyn. It's like, that is really rough.
What was that? I can't believe thank God Jeff Zucker's fired and Cuomo's fired and Don Lemon should definitely be fired soon. That was disgusting. It's no wonder nobody watches them. And so now the flip, in his latest filing, he points out that Zucker and his lover Gallist, who worked for him too, who he promoted up the ranks year after year after year, and according to many people, including the Rolling Stone, they were having an affair for decades. Gallist and Zucker. They were willing to overlook major transgressions by CNN personalities such as Don Lemon, who was eager to engage in blatant misconduct. He goes on to say, this is Chris Cuomo's filing, saying, for example, in November 2021, Empire actor Jussie Smollett testified that Lemon personally warned him that Chicago police did not believe his false accusations of a hate crime. Lemon's consulting with the embattled actor constituted a flagrant breach of journalistic ethics, Cuomo's team wrote. Intervening in the ongoing investigation by texting Smollett was an inexcusable breach of ethics. The filing argued that CNN did nothing. Lemon was not disciplined in any way. A far cry from this one, where Don Lemon learned that Chris Cuomo had COVID.
Sorry. I said I wasn't going to do this. Jesus. He's probably sitting at home laughing at me. So here's the thing. I have to, when I walk into work every day, and Chris and I are really good friends. We live near each other. And so when I walk into work every day, I have to walk by where Chris is. So I usually go to his office and I say, what's doing. Sometimes I bring the dogs and we just say hello. Anyway, he's just not here. And we have this great relationship.
Oh my God, he's holding the tissue, dabbing his
Who would have guessed that's a
eyes.
dysfunctional workplace?
How did he stop with Lemon, right? I mean, where's the potato in that transgression that he was filing? But I did, when I heard the filing, what you were reading off and the Jussie Smollett thing and everything else, what's that meme of the dude who's the worst person in the world just said something I agree with? Yeah. That's the only thing I could think of. But he could put the entire primetime set of CNN for the last 4 years on that same filing. And I'm sure it would probably prop up his case.
Jeffrey Toobin, how you doing? Cuomo, meanwhile, you say he likes to be seen as a tough guy, 100%. So he's tweeting or, Instagramming. My team finds this stuff. I do not follow this man, Instagram, about some sort of a comeback. And I'm going to describe this for the audience that's listening. But what does it say on the screen there? Okay, he's got his cigar. He's showing his muscle. Something's coming. He's showing his muscle, his cigar, his muscle, his cigar. Something's coming. There's his muscle and his cigar again. Honestly,
he's running with Toobin's catch line. Right?
It's just incredible. This is just incredible divorced dad energy right now.
What a lunatic. This man has no testosterone in his body. There's no testosterone. There's nothing. Skincare is super important to me, and it has been for my whole life. In this line of work, I need to keep the face looking fresh and ideally close to the top of its game. It takes sticking to a routine and products that I trust. And that is why I'm happy to tell you today about Genucel. I trust them. Genucel is made from the highest quality ingredients, and it can become a part of your skincare routine too at a price you'll love. Highest quality, but not the highest prices, not by a long shot. At Genucel.com/MK60, you can pick up their most popular package, which is awesome. It's got a whole assortment of their very best products, the ones everybody loves, all collected in one basket at 60% off. One of the products in there right now is called Immediate Effects, and as the name implies, it starts working right away. When you check out at Genucel's website, don't forget to enter the code MK for even more savings and free gifts. Plus, if you're not happy with the results, you're going to get 100% of your money back. That's how confident Genucel is in its products. Don't wait. Start your skincare journey today and see the difference with Genucel. Go to genucel.com/MK60. That's GENUCEL.com/MK60. genucel.com/MK60. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.